I'm going to start by saying that if clients are objecting often, it's usually what's happening before the point of an objection. How believable does it feel that you are the answer to their problem? Hello and welcome back to Ask A. Let's dive straight in. So I found this question really interesting. I can't select a niche. I keep getting projects from different niches and it's tough to say no. So this is an interesting one because it really depends on where you're at in business. When I was really early in business, I said yes to lots of different things, and then I found what I really enjoy. I got my name out there and I really learned more about myself, my process. So I found that it was okay. The further along I got in business, the more I had to start saying, no, that's not really my vibe, and yes, I want more of that, and being really strict with my standards on that. So this is a tricky one because I'm kind of saying it's not just one or the other, it's potentially a little bit of both, and it varies depending on where you're at in your journey. I think overall the most important metric might be how much you're enjoying it. If you're enjoying all the different ones and they're making you income, then that's okay. If you're really not enjoying some of them, it's probably time to let them go and welcome in more of what you really want. So I think as well, sometimes we can really obsess over the word niche and we can spend too much time and energy on that part when it doesn't need to be given there yet. So a little bit of a different answer to what you might be expecting, but might be interesting for a few people who are in this same boat right now. Next question. So, is it possible to start up a successful business while seeing a spiritual coach to heal doubts and fears? This is really interesting. So essentially what I believe this person is asking is, can you start and grow a business while doing the inner work, healing from self-doubt and things like that? This might be you right now, and I want to give you a little secret. It never ends. You are always doing the inner work alongside your business, the self-doubt work. Because with each new level, so the saying goes, comes a new devil. So I think remembering that this will always be coming hand in hand, and it's not really a one or the other type scenario, which is kind of comforting because it means that you are ever evolving and doing deeper and deeper work as your business grows. So yes, start the business, do the things whilst going on your healing journey. One thing I think that also really helped me at the beginning was remembering that there was a certain amount that I wanted to have maybe cleared or looked at before I really stepped into scaling. And this helped me a lot because then when I did scale, I felt emotionally in tune enough to be able to hold that. So you only know where that line is ultimately for you, but something to consider, and such a cool question, such a cool concept. Okay, next one is how to handle client objections. Okay, so this is interesting and it's very layered because it depends on what the client objection is. But I'm going to start by saying that if clients are objecting often, it's usually what's happening before the point of an objection. How believable does it feel that you are the answer to their problem? Have you made them understand their pain enough? Do they really understand how you're the person that's going to solve their problem? And if not, how can you go back and really relay that to them so it feels so believable? How can you get them to go back into that pain and make it feel so important that that is solved right now, and the person to solve it is you? So I think that's kind of a broad thing to look at when you're looking at and you're thinking about client objections, because it's kind of like not just putting all your focus in on that end part and really bringing it back to your process. If it is more happening at the end around money and things like that, here are some great questions you can ask. One is, what would you need to know to believe that I can support you to XYZ, whatever the problem is. Another is, if money was no object, what else would you love to know about this program to help you get started, or whatever it is. You also just might want to spend some time asking them good questions and really understanding what their objections are and if you're the right fit for each other. In my program, I teach a whole part on how to run sales calls, how to get people on sales calls, and how to close them at the end in a way that feels really good and makes sense. So this is definitely something that has loads of stages to it, but I want you to kind of break it down into, does the person feel like this is believable, that you're gonna help them with their problem? have they really connected to their pain to understand that, yeah, I don't want to be in this pain anymore? And 3, do they understand the value for the money, or do they need to overcome the money in different ways? So do they need to look at different aspects of maybe how they could break the money down into payment plans, or really understanding the mindset around money, or taking away money as a concept altogether and seeing what's left? Okay, and the last question is, what is your ad strategy tips? Now this is an interesting question with an interesting answer, because I don't use ads. All my content, all my income, all my leads are 100% organic as it stands right now while I'm filming this video, and I love that. I find it really easy, really powerful, and a really high quality lead. So I don't use ads, and I believe that so much of it can be done organically, and you can scale to 10, 20, 30, 40, 100k per month and beyond. Actually, one other really cool question that came through as well is thoughts on studying / getting a degree to become a coach. So this question is more for our new coaches here, or maybe if you're getting your first few clients but then you're wondering, do I need to get more training? Now my views on this one might feel a little controversial or different to what you originally believed, but I don't believe you need to get a degree or study more to be a successful coach. I believe you truly have a lot of what you need within you. If anything, you want to brush up on some modalities, maybe you get some little healing certificates or bits and pieces, but I don't believe there's any reason to do big lengthy coaching programs or big lengthy trainings. I actually think the best coaches I work with utilize their own modalities, tap into their own knowing, and use it and coach from a really intuitive space. Of course, if you're really new, it can be cool to draw on some different options. So I personally never studied coaching, but what I did do is I got a job under, well, kind of a freelancing gig under 2 epic coaches, and I learned their ways. I learned how they coach, they taught me skills and tips, and I watched them and I really understood what they did. I worked for them for about 6 or 9 months, and it was an epic experience. So that can be another really cool way to do it. Or join containers and watch what people do and learn from life. That is my favorite way to go about it. Anyway, my loves, I love you and I'm so excited you're here. If you enjoyed this video and have more questions, comment below. Otherwise, like, subscribe, do the things. And until then, I love you and I'll see you next time. Hey, do you love Instagram? Did you enjoy what I talked about in this video, but you would love to know more? Last year, I hit 6 figures in my business with a small following, and I want to show you how to do the same. Click the link below and watch the free masterclass now.